Hello and welcome to Crowforest Reviews, and welcome to my contractual obligation Valentine's episode. And no, I'm not exaggerating about that. I tried to get out of it, but my manager wouldn't let me. Anyway, I thought we could celebrate this most wonderful of holidays with the most wonderful of Valentine's Day movies. The famous love story by Michael Bay. I am, of course, referring to Transformers. Transformers! No, not that one. That one was actually good. So anyway, the movie opens with... What? Robots fighting each other? That's not what I came here to see. Get to the love story already. That's what people want. Anyway, our main character, Dorky McSchmuckface, is giving a speech to his class when he's saved by the bell ringing.
Giant Iceman that he thought he discovered.
Okay, might be a...
Why is it that classes in movies always wait until the bell is just about to ring to do anything? Maybe that's why people in movies are so stupid. But never mind about that. We have more important questions to address. Like, what grade did Dorky McSchmuckface get?
I'd say a solid B-.
A B-?
You were hawking your great-grandfather's crap in my classroom.
And so, in 1789, George Washington became the first president after leading the newly formed country to victory. You can buy this commemorative coin I made for only $19.99.
Your B-? Dream gone. Kaput. What would Jesus do?
Probably not care about letter grades for starters. Also, I think he might have said something about not cheating. So anyway, Dorky McSchmuckface's father buys Dorky McSchmuckface a new car on account of he got an A. But wouldn't you know it, he accidentally bought Bumblebee. And cut back to the other plot.
At 1900 local time yesterday, Soxon Forward Operations Base in Qatar was attacked.
That sounds interesting. Skip it. We don't want anything interesting in a love story. So anyway, back with Dorky McSchmuckface. Wow, that's a mouthful. Let's just call him Dorky for short. So anyway, back with Dorky. Dorky is driving along with his friend when he spots the girl of his dreams, and he instantly ditches his friend so he can offer the girl a ride home, leaving his friend to walk home. What a nice guy.
So listen, I was wondering if I could ride you home. Give you a ride home.
Smooth. So Blandy McBlankslade gets in the car with Dorky McSchmuckface, and she reveals how she's feeling all broken inside on account of having just broken up with an abusive boyfriend, and how she needs a new strong man in her life in order to feel whole again. Aw, isn't that romantic? In a not going to end well cycle of abuse kind of way. But finally, even Bumblebee can't take any more of their insufferable dialogue, and he stalls. If I was a car carrying them, I'd stall too. So anyway, they both get out, and Blandy starts working on Dorky's car, leading to this awkward exchange.
That's weird, I just wouldn't pay you for mechanical. Yeah, no, I'm cool with, females working on my engine. I prefer it, actually.
Is anything this guy says not a euphemism? So anyway, Bumblebee decides to start working again, and Dorky takes Blandy back home, where they have these absolutely inspiring parting words. And it's suddenly night for some reason.
You think I'm shallow?
You should. No. I think, there's a lot more than meets the eye with you. More than meets the eye. More than meets the eye.
More than meets the eye.
Stupid. That was a stupid line.
Yes, it was. And you should feel very bad. So anyway, through a series of plot points that we're skipping because frankly they were mildly interesting, Dorky has become deathly afraid of his car, and he tries to flee on his bicycle when Bumblebee starts chasing him. He's so paranoid by this point that he goes up to a random cop he sees and hopes that the police have an emergency protocol for sentient car attacks owner. Which they do. Be careful! It's a Decepticon! Wait, why am I telling him to be careful? This is the best part of the movie! So anyway, with the Decepticon now chasing him, Dorky now instantly trusts Bumblebee for no stated reason. Oh, and Blandy is there also, because love story. And no other reason. Seriously, where did she even come from?
Oh God, we're gonna die! We're gonna die! We're gonna die! Oh my God!
Watch me, he's a kick-ass driver.
I know this, never having driven with him before. Well, at least not with him driving. And then a fight scene ensues, which you can't even see half the time because half the screen is just blinding white lights. Wow, and you thought J.J. Abrams' lens flares were bad, which they are. They are.
You were the strangest boy I have ever met.
Aww, isn't that romantic? Actually, I think that's the first sensible thing anyone said in the movie. So Bumblebee wins the fight, and Dorky tries to convince Blandy to get into Bumblebee's now car form.
50 years from now, when you're looking back at your life, don't you want to be able to say you had the guts to get in the car?
No. 50 years from now, I want to be able to say that I was not in this movie. So Dorky and Blandy are having another moment together when Blandy says something that pisses Bumblebee off, and he kicks them out, only to pick them up again mere seconds later. Huh. That was kind of pointless. Anyway, Dorky and Blandy are driving to some random point in the city when they notice 5 comets flying towards the city. The comets all hit the ground and explode, leaving the place in ruins. Because, well, this is a Michael Bay movie, and they had not yet hit their quota of explosions.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Explosions everywhere. This is easily 100 times cooler than Armageddon.
No, it's not actually. Armageddon was a better movie than this. Think about that. Also, the comets were Decepticons. Because of course they were. Also, My Little Pony. Because Hasbro. Subtle. And then there's something about Optimus Prime coming in to save the day. But who cares about that, am I right? So anyway, through a series of weird plot things, Dorky and Blandy have to find the plot MacGuffin for the Autobots, and hijinks ensue. Why are the Transformers co-starring in a crappy romantic comedy? And then Dorky and Blandy are kidnapped by the evil government. Just go with it. And then they escape from the evil government. Like I said, just go with it. And then they're captured again. What was even the point of the last 10 minutes? But then, in a surprise twist, it turns out the government didn't kidnap them at all. They were just being recruited to help with the current crisis. Then why didn't you just tell them that? You can't kidnap someone, let them escape, kidnap them again, and then say, just kidding, you weren't kidnapped. You can only do that after the first kidnapping. After that, it's just weird. So anyway, Dorky and Blandy have a plan to stop Megatron, even though they have no idea what's going on with anything. Just go with it. So anyway, Megatron thaws out, because he was frozen. Yeah, I didn't mention that, whatever. And a fight scene breaks out. And in the midst of all the fighting, Dorky and Blandy share a moment amidst the lens flares. That's not even a lens flare at that point. I think the camera just caught fire. And so, as with all love stories, the day is saved through the power of... Cube? That's new. Give the movie credit for that anyway. So they defeat Megatron, because of course they do. And then Dorky and Blandy have one final moment together. Why final? Because obviously no one would ever greenlight a sequel to this crap. Oh. So that was Transformers, and it was so romantic. Well, as an action movie, it may have been a mediocre mess. As a love story, this is as good as they come. And that's sad.